Intelligence here. Oh, hello, Tidge. No, the CO's not here. What's up? You what? I see. Well, hang on. I'll see what we can do. Frank, it's your squadron adjutant. There's a party of visitors snooping around. They want to see some of your chaps.
Pete's sake. Tell him to send them to one of the other squadrons. They're all up on a sweep. Hell. All right, then. You better take them along to the dispersal hut.
Hello. You better take them along to the dispersal hut. Yo. Introduce them to Joe. Right.
They'll have to take us as they find us.
Oh, hello, Joe. There's a crowd of people here that commanders. He'll give you all the gem.
Well, what can I do for you?
Oh, just tell us about yourselves.
To begin with, we're a Yorkshire fighter squadron, formed in the West Riding. Our first big job was at Dunkirk, where we destroyed about a dozen German aircraft. During the Battle of Britain, as you can see, the squadron score reached 100, including the one that arrived at Victoria Station. More recently, in operations over northern France, including the Dieppe show, we pegged about 50, bringing the squadron score up to 163 of the enemy for the loss of 31 of our own pilots. Well, that's briefly our record. And now I expect you'd like to meet some of the chaps. First meet Raymond. He's from Belgium. And that's Johnny over there from Yarmouth, where they catch herrings. The one in the window is Andre from Brussels. And this fellow here was christened Alan, I believe. We always call him Red, though I think perhaps it should be Ginger. This is Desmond. He, strange as it may seem, is one of the only Yorkshire pilots in this Yorkshire squadron.
Hi, Desmond.
This is Moose, who always hotly denies that he comes from Moose Jaw. Actually, he's from Montreal. Well, Moose, how'd you like it over here?
Well, I miss the folks from home. I'm having a pretty good time just the same. It's a good idea meeting people from all over the world and getting to know their point of view. I think, Joe, that's what the world needs most, to find out what the other fellow thinks.
Yes, Moose, I think you're probably right. By the way, what would you be doing if you were still at home?
It's hard to say, Joe. I suppose one of the things would be getting the old hickories out and ready for the skiing season. We used to do a lot of skiing north of Montreal.
Okay.
Come on over and meet the visitors, Jean. Oh, what do you do?
I hope you'll pardon us intruding like this, but we're kind of inquisitive. We dropped in to hear something about you chaps.
Well, my story is very simple. I'm a Belgian. About 25 years ago, I was here as a child, a refugee of the same bloody Jerry. Of course, I don't remember much of this time in England, only the Zeppelin raid. When this war started, I was in the Belgian army. My first contact with the British weren't too happy. Firstly, they arrested me near Wavre as a suspect parachutist. Then, 2 weeks later, on the beaches of La Panne, I was spied out by an angry British major when trying to escape to England. Eventually, I managed also to be sold by the Royal Navy while in Oran Harbour. That's probably why I decided that after all, the safest service for me was the RAF.
Did you say La Panne just now, John?
Yes, why?
Well, I was there too at the time.
What the hell were you doing there?
Well, you see, John, I was also in the army at the time, and on our way back to Dunkirk, we just rested there for the night.
Never told us you were in the army too?
Oh, yes, I joined when I was 14.
How is it you are in the RAF now?
Well, why I didn't join in the first place, and I still don't know. Anyway, after France, they asked for volunteers from the army, and here I am.
Well, old boy, I think they know all about us now.
I say, Roy, they haven't heard you play a clarinet yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, fellas. You've had it, that's all.
Come on, old boy. Don't be shy. Your girlfriend won't hear you anyway.
Yes, come on, man.
Anyway, it's not fair on the visitors.
Get talking.
Go on, Roy. Go forward. Come on, man. Let's go on.
Two of them. It's on your own heads.
Qu'est-ce qu'ils vont prendre, monsieur?
Pourquoi là-dedans? On se croit dans une maison de fous. Pipe down, please.
Now, Fifi, behave yourself. We have visitors and we're entertaining them.
Chatting them, you mean? And me too. Let me get some more sleep. How do you do? Goodbye.
Wait a second, you must be introduced. This chap, as you have heard, is Fifi. He comes from Orleans in France, and believe me, he's absolutely devastating with the girls.
Stop shooting your eye.
So the sergeant chap's been temperamental again.
He's been like that, babe, ever since Andre told his girlfriend that Sergeant Chef meant head cook.
Oh, peut-on dire des choses pareilles? Von der Biggin.
Can you all people see more coming up, Johnny?
I'd rather have some of your vodka.
Oh, you are wrong, Johnny. Vodka is Russian. In Poland we have vodka. But I don't like it much.
It's okay with me.
Don't you think these folks would like to meet some of our guns here?
Yes, I think that's a damn good idea.
Very little is heard about the fellows who keep our kites flying. Why, when there's any bouquets going about, we're the chaps that get them. But it's really the lads on the ground that deserve them.
You're absolutely right. These ground crews work long hours, 7 days a week, in any sort of weather. In fact, they're a fine bunch of chaps. Let's go and find one of them. Corporal, just a minute. Corporal, there are some people here who'd like to hear something about you.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's nothing much I really can say. Except that I happen to be a Yorkshireman, I come from Leeds. I've been with the squadron ever since it formed. I've seen lots come, lots go. People from all over Britain, in fact from all over the world. Belgians, Frenchmen, Poles, Canadians, New Zealanders. They all have one thing in common, and that's their good old Yorkshire fighting spirit.
Operations on the phone, sir. Squadron on patrol in 5 minutes' time. Right. Well, I think you better get cracking, Corporal.
Not your sir.
Well, now we've got a job of work to do, so I'm afraid we'll have to leave you. Anyhow, you've been able to see something of the squadron. We're a mixed bag. Wherever we come from, we've only one object, and that's to get on with the war, so that some can get back to their own countries, and all of us can get on with the job of building up the future. However, there's one good point about it all. We've learnt invaluable things for that future by working together in this little group of nations. Well, it's been a great pleasure to have met you. So goodbye, and good luck.